You don't have to be shy.
It's live. It is live. It's live.
My floating head is on.
We're probably muted.
Probably muted, I'm sure.
Makes sense.
You want? See, 5 people. We've already reached 5 people. Good job.
Hola.
That's awesome.
I cannot read. Hey, Shonda Rhimes. What is that
emoji on?
Shonda Rhimes? Guys, what? Hey.
Hello.
My club.
Hey.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hey!
How you doing, everybody?
Great.
Dang, that's a nice big cast.
Isn't it nice?
And that's because we're missing a couple people tonight due to having some conflicts with work. But this is most of our cast for Jekyll Hyde.
That's awesome. Everyone, welcome to the Camille Playhouse. This is the cast of Jekyll and Hyde. And in case you don't know what Jekyll and Hyde is or who they are, why don't you pick someone, or you can fill us in on what the story is about this time.
Anybody
Fill
go
that-
ahead.
So Jekyll and Hyde, a brief kind of like iteration. Basically, there's this man named Jekyll. He's a doctor, and he decides that he wants to split evil from good. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that is absolutely
Right. And he is successful. And no, he is successful. But unfortunately, it takes a bad turn to the point where the evil part of him starts to take over permanently. So that's the small gist of it.
So for those who don't know Jekyll and Hyde, that's not 2 people, right?
Nope.
It's just one guy.
Those 2 characters are being played by one person in this production. Which for ours it is Anthony Reeves right up here. Oh, I'm looking at.
Yeah, don't look at the screen because then you'll get all messed up. Just do what you would normally do. Everybody's saying hello. Everybody, I asked a few people to come on and show some love and support, and they've done just that. Okay, when does this start? When does this production start?
Our production will open for the public April 1st. And no, that's not an April Fool's joke. We will open on that day. And that weekend, we are running Friday and Saturday at 8 o'clock, and then Sunday, the 3rd, at 2 o'clock. And the same thing for the following weekend, April 8th, 9th, and 10th.
So that is Friday, April 1st. That's this Friday. No, not this Friday. Next week,
Open
Friday.
from tomorrow.
Right, a week from tomorrow. Okay, cool. And then how much are tickets and all that good information?
For the Camille Playhouse, right now we have tickets at $25 for anyone that is going to enjoy our incredible auditorium. We are seating about 180 to 200 people roughly in here. So we are excited to fill these seats with as many people as possible.
That's awesome. What kind of showing have you been had? You know, what kind of capacity have you been at the last couple of times?
It's been going very, very well. Our last production of Sweet Charity did really, really well and got a lot of people. And what helped is a lot of the outlets that have been promoting our show really helped the numbers come in, especially our second weekend. We got a nice little advertisement in the Brownsville Herald, which was able to help bring in a lot of numbers. And throughout the season, that's been the case. A lot of our advertising, be it posters or moments like this online or things on the paper, have really brought in a lot of people.
That's awesome. I am going to put a link for the tickets. Somebody's asking where can they get tickets.
Oh,
And
perfect. Yes. Yeah, we do have the link to our website as well. You can call the office 9 to 3, Monday through Friday, and there is someone there who's able to process all of the ticket information.
And it's CamillePlayhouse.com, right?
.net.
Ah, okay. .net. Just pop
That is the
real
important
quick.
part.
CamillePlayhouse.net, or if you want to, the day of, you can come out to the Playhouse itself and buy your tickets there. Hopefully, it's not sold out. I want to try to get you guys sold out. That'd be nice.
Correct. We are trying to sell it out as much as possible. So if we get here and just double check that we have tickets available for the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so like I ask all the time, who are the newbies?
Yeah, raise your hand if you've never done a production here at Camille.
Welcome.
Yay!
All right, nice. Awesome.
Including, I don't know if you can see her head right here below me. This is Dr. Shayna Taylor, who is our music director and conductor of the orchestra.
Oh, cool. Awesome. So this is a whole production with orchestra and everything. You got and you've got an orchestra for every production you do?
No, we've had live musicians for every musical we have done this season. Sometimes in other shows, and things like that, we will use recorded tracks. But so far this entire season, we have had live music, band or a group or orchestra, whatever you call them.
That's awesome. And okay, so let's see. Where's a newbie? I want to ask a newbie a question.
The hot seat.
And what's the age range of everybody? From youngest to, well, you don't got to say how old you are, but just say from 18 and up or whatever.
I think our youngest is 15, and then our oldest is a little bit above that.
Has a 15-year-old done this before, or is he or she a newbie?
The 15-year-old, Viv, she was part of our summer workshop this past year, and she was invited to be a part of this, from her work this past summer. So this is her first main stage production here at Camille.
Oh, okay, get her front and center. I want to ask her something.
Oh, well, we're switching. Go, Viv.
Hey, okay, what's your name?
My name is Viviana, but I go by Viv.
Viv, gotcha. So, are you nervous?
Nervous? No.
Real? So this will be your first time. Is this your first time in front of a large crowd, or you've done that before? No, your internet just cut off for a second.
I guess you could say a large crowd. I've only done the summer before, and that was, that was a fun experience. So I'm hoping that this experience will be the same or maybe even better.
And are you looking to do this like for a career? Maybe stay in acting or theater or that kind of thing?
Oh, for a career, I don't know that yet, but I do know that I want to stay at Camille. It's been a great past experiences, and at rehearsal too, it's just very engaging, very energetic. So that's something that I want to keep on doing. That's
awesome. Is there any singing that goes on during this production?
Yes, there's a lot of singing.
And who does the singing? Who's got that part?
Everyone.
You're looking at the singers.
Singing.
It's a huge singing show, Manny.
Well, why don't you give us a few bars? Give us a little sample of what we're going to hear.
Nice.
Our pianist is not there at the piano, and I don't know, it'd be a little weird right now. Maybe giving away too much.
Come see us.
Oh, somebody can do a little something. Or a little excerpt. A couple of people, maybe just a quick little back and forth.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much we're allowed to give away.
Okay, so who are the different cast members? Who are the characters? Who's doing what?
So in list, I think of what is listed in the program, we have Henry Jekyll and Edward Hyde, which is Anthony Reese. Then we have John Utterson, who is Jekyll's lawyer friend, played by Raul Lozano. And then we have Emma Carew, who is Jekyll's fiancée, played by Ebony Jackson. And then we have Lucy Harris, a woman of the night who kind of entices both Jekyll and Hyde, played by Miss Jocelyn Michelle. Those are probably the four main principal characters. I believe every person has a featured section, aside, and there's smaller characters and people that come up often throughout the show.
Yeah.
As well, we are going to have a understudy performance where we have four people who are filling in for the four main characters. And on the second Saturday, our April 9th production, we have Natalia Garza, Evelyn Gandu, Aaron Bravo, and Justin Fredu going in for those four main characters. So they are learning that entire role themselves, and they will be able to show that hard work by performing the entire show, filling in these roles.
That's awesome. And so do you guys, whoever's got the speaking roles, do you have all your lines like memorized already?
Absolutely, 100%. We're pros, man. We're pros.
That's good. I hear that. I don't know. I think I would get nervous. Doing this is different than what you guys do. I mean, I know it's live, but you guys are in front of physical people. Like they're sitting there staring at you right here, except for you guys right now. I don't see there's right now there's 38 people watching, but I'm just talking with you guys. So
I think it's the biggest.
The first day ever, I got nervous, but after that, it's go. So don't be nervous. If think about something. Do they tell you think about something if you start to get nervous? Think about this or think about that.
What do you guys think about when you're not staring at the audience?
So there used to be a show called The Brady Bunch.
What about the Brady Bunch, Manny?
And the Brady Bunch, there was a girl who had to, I think she had to do public speaking, and she got very nervous. And somebody told her, look at the crowd and think of everybody in their underwears, sitting there in their underwears. And she started laughing and she started cracking up, and that got her over the nervous hump.
That's one more extra thing to rather not think about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they'll tell you what to think about. And so that's awesome. Okay, so who is the most senior cast member?
We have one of our previous directors from this season.
Bobby.
Bobby Torres.
Awesome. Let's talk to him next up front and center.
Manny, Bobby was the director of Best Little Warehouse in Texas.
Aha. I knew I heard that name before.
And the Tortilla Ladies.
And Our Lady of the Tortilla. He was our guest director.
All right. How are you doing, sir? How do you like doing this? Do you love doing this?
Yeah, I've been, I think I started here at the Camille. My first ever show was, I think, in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been doing shows on and off here ever since then. And it's a good experience. I like being on stage. I'm pretty an introvert in real life. I keep to myself. So when I'm here, I get to be a little bit more extroverted and interact with people.
That's awesome. And then what about, so you talk about an orchestra. What kind of instruments, whoever wants to answer this, what kind of instruments do you have in the orchestra?
Hi. We have a full string section, 2 violins, cello, bass. We have flute, oboe, clarinet, trumpet, trombone, tuba, French horn, 2 percussionists. Am I missing anything?
Did you say piano?
Piano, yeah. So a full orchestra.
And a conductor.
And a me.
Yeah, very nice. All right, let me ask Brandon a couple things now. So these productions are Friday is 2 shows, is that right?
Friday's one show.
Friday, one show. Saturday, one show. Sunday, one show.
Oh,
Eight-
so what happened to having a matinee on one of those or two
We-
shows? I thought weren't there days where there were two shows?
Yeah, that used to happen a couple seasons back before, but just to kind of streamline the process, we do one show each day in the weekend. Every time that we do a show, we have to purchase the rights to do it per day. So that is another cost of the show. So we've decided that 6 shows through the run is pretty good.
Oh, okay, I get how that goes. Somebody's asking, did y'all start as adults or were you in any youth productions? For anyone there?
Yes. Youth productions.
Well, I've been here since I was in, like 5th, 6th grade. Did anyone else participate? Summer workshop? No. Or
And what all high schools are represented?
I did some.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yeah,
Eddie?
Untitled did.
What all high schools are represented there?
Oh.
College.
Or college?
Well, the thing is, one of the great things about this cast is a lot of the people here are not Brownsville native.
Aha.
So if you did not go to high school in Brownsville, raise your hand.
Okay. Well, who went where? Brownsville people. Who went where?
Pace, Porter, Hannah. Am I missing any? Anyone here? Anyone here? Anyone here? I think that's about it. Oh, and then St. Joseph.
Okay. So what's this, if we can talk about the venue? What's the situation? The COVID rules, are there still COVID rules, or what's going on with that now?
Yes, right now I know you can see a couple of our cast members continuing to wear masks. That is something that we're as a cast, we're deciding the safety of how much we're going to do that, as we are in a bubble ourselves. But when the audience does come in, we are going to section off the front part of the auditorium, because people, just to give enough space to the actors on stage. And we are going to encourage our audience to continue to wear their mask. And we are providing free masks in our lobbies, the disposable ones. So
masks are mandatory inside the auditorium.
They're encouraged.
Encouraged, okay. Is there a charge for parking at Camille? That's a no, I'm pretty sure, right?
No, we have our parking both here right next to our building and behind the pool, and all of that is free parking.
And so what about snacks? Do you guys sell snacks? Can people bring their own snacks? Popcorn or hot dogs or pizza or whatever?
Well, we're not quite at that level of having all of those things available. We have had concessions before where there's some wine and things like that. Because of the COVID protocols at the beginning of the season, we suspended our concession stand. But I know we are still looking into and deciding it for this production. So that is still up in the air technically.
So for this time around, you're doing 3 shows per weekend.
Correct.
One on Friday, one Saturday, and one Sunday. Somebody's asking here what you're doing.
So for 2 weekends, it'll be our 6 shows.
So it's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday deal.
Yes.
Somebody said, Linda says, I have a dear friend that performed on Broadway for 13 years as a lion on Phantom of the Opera.
Oh.
That's cool. How long have y'all been in theaters?
What was that?
How long have y'all been in theaters? That's a question.
Oh, it varies. Our members here, some of them are new to the craft and have never performed anything like this. And then there's Natalia, who's been on the stage for how many years?
Since I was 11, so like.
Yeah.
30.
So for
Oh,
13.
wow. Yeah, so the next one was, this was a question. How many, I guess a show of hands, how many are going to do this or would like to do this as a career?
Oh, nice.
We have, there's a lot that are in music or theater. Raise your hand. That are pursuing any sort of the music industry or the theater industry. So yeah, there's a lot of us who are really committing that to our craft and our passion and our profession.
That's cool. So if somebody wants to bring their own snacks, is that all right? I mean, there's certain snacks that are discouraged. Obviously, you don't want nothing crunchy, right? Making noise, but you guys are.
I know. My mom always made jokes about her big chicharrones that she would bring in and cause a ruckus. But we are going to not allow food in the auditorium this season.
Oh,
Just,
okay.
Keep everything clean. Make sure we don't get any other messes along the way.
Because you don't want to hear this noise, right?
That or the cracking of a soda can. Killer.
Oh yeah. Now those seats don't have like cup holders, right, or anything like that. They're just regular seat. Folds down. Do they even fold down?
The front part. Yeah.
It's not like a movie theater. You're not going to recline and fall asleep in it. Okay, that's cool. That's awesome. After this, what do you guys have? What's the next production after this?
Our next production is actually our last production of our season, which is going to be Lucky Stiff, another musical, but comedy. Very different than the drama and darkness of Jekyll and Hyde. And that will be presented by our youth theater, which are going to be performers ages 12 to 17.
Oh, cool. That should be fun. So there's no comedy in this at all whatsoever? This is a legit drama?
I'm sorry?
This is a legit drama? There's no comedy in Jekyll and Hyde at all in this one?
There's tiny, tiny moments, but everything else is really dark, really intense. So it's going to be very different.
I taught elementary school theater, and I have 2 students now, adults, that do it professionally, and they travel everywhere. That's awesome. That's great. Anything else you want to add? You want to wrap up? You want to add is whatever you want, promote, or do whatever you want. Anybody?
I would love to hear from the cast if anyone wants to add anything. I've spoken enough.
What do you want me to?
Yeah, pick somebody.
How are y'all enjoying doing this play right now?
I'm having a blast.
Yeah.
I think it's a great experience.
How often do you guys rehearse?
For almost a month now.
I mean, how many hours? I guess how many hours a day? How many days a week?
Monday through Saturday from
1 to 5 or something like that.
We're here for
Monday through Thursday, 6 to 9:30, and Saturdays kind of vary. Sometimes they're longer, sometimes they're half the day.
but that does not count when we do.
Right, and then before rehearsal starts, people come in to set up the stage and do costumes and things like that.
That's just rehearsal time. That doesn't include like time at home, learning the notes, learning lines, all that jazz. So we have to come into rehearsal prepared, ready to go.
So what's the most common method to memorize your lines? Does everybody do something different, or do you guys kind of do the same thing?
Everyone.
Repetition.
Just repetition?
Yeah, it gets the mind going, keeps the blood pumping, keeps the joints moving, and
keeps us young.
it keeps us quite young. And it's also a great way to stay in shape.
Stay in shape by memorizing lines? That's good. I got to remember that one.
Keeps your
With
mind
all
in
the
shape.
physical
Oh yeah, with all the dancing.
physical dancing and movements that we
The stairs.
do.
So who's got the most lines? Who's got the largest script?
That would be the me.
That would be Jekyll.
Jekyll and Hyde.
He's got it. He's the man. He's the guy. So let's see.
When are you going to come to a play?
Yeah, I do need to get out there. I've been saying I want to come out there, and then life gets in the way, and next thing you know, it's like, oh damn, that was last week, and it does. Yeah, I promise, guys, I am gonna. Maybe I'll come out and see Jekyll and Hyde this time.
You should.
Who is just a quick? We're not gonna do an intro and embarrass you and all that, but at least a hands up. And where is everybody from? If you're not native from here, if you're not from Brownsville, where is everybody from?
I think I'm the only one that's not. Yeah, no, I'm from Germany, Ramstville, Germany.
Oh, you're far from home, aren't you?
I was born in Texas, but like 2 weeks after I was shipped out.
Shipped out.
That's what I say. I
You
don't
were shipped out.
know. In an airplane.
They said, just put her in a box, get her out of here, and get them out of here. Who was that? I couldn't see who was talking.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
right here.
Is that how you say it? Yeah. Oh my God.
And you guys, these things are not recorded. You don't film them or put them up anywhere, right? You come to the show, watch it live, and that's it.
Copyright.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured as much. Some people ask. Good luck. Sammy says, good luck, and I hope you guys have a sellout weekend and continue doing an awesome job. And remember to aim for the stars. Awesome. What are your career interests? Well, yeah, what is everybody? So those who don't want to do this for a living necessarily, or I guess you don't know yet, but who wants to do what?
She makes great angels.
I know.
Yeah, she brought cake for us.
She brought cake and it was gone.
Oh, we got a chef? A chef or a baker? Just a baker or a chef? Yeah. So is it who's in college? Who's at the university at all anywhere?
College
Just
or
here.
university.
It's college.
And what are you majoring in?
Occupational therapy. Ooh.
Nice. That's awesome. Man, you guys sound fun. This might be something fun to actually check out.
It is fun for that right there.
We are a close-knit cast.
Anybody, let's see, where is Brandon?
Come join us.
Brandon.
I was going to say, let's go, Brandon, but I didn't want to come out the wrong way.
Yes.
All right. Tell everybody where you're at, where you're located, those who don't know Brownsville that well.
Yes, of course. Our address is 1 Dean Porter Park. We are right in the middle of the park, right across the street from Gladys Porter Zoo. Our neighbors are the Children's Museum and the Costumes of America. And we are right here. We have our marquee on our inside wall so you can see exactly the name of the upcoming production and the dates. We are right behind the public swimming pool. We're pretty easy to find. Lots of parking around. Sunday afternoon gets a little packed, but we're pretty easy to find.
So, yeah, good question from Gene. So, all you guys, does your family come out to watch you? Do you perform like just once, or do they come out all the time, or what?
Yeah, I believe most families come to support,
Yeah.
Maybe once, maybe twice,
Yeah.
once they see it once, some parents are pretty good about remembering all, but some family members like to come in every show day.
That's awesome. It really is. Let me get the calendar up here just so I can tell everybody. All right, we're talking about the cast, the play, Jekyll and Hyde, and this is the Camille Playhouse. It's probably not the right way to say it. The Camille Playhouse Players, or the Camille Players?
Well, we're performers at the Camille Playhouse.
Performers, the cast of Jekyll and Hyde.
Yes, there you go.
And it opens up on Friday, April 1st, a week from Friday. And that's one show Friday, one show Saturday, one show Sunday, and the same thing for the weekend after that, the 8th, 9th, and the 10th.
Correct.
Get your tickets. You can get them at the box office. Call ahead just in case they sell out. We're hoping you guys sell out. Otherwise, you can go to Camille. Oops, I got too many L's in that thing. CamillePlayhouse.net. And you can buy your tickets there and bring the family out. Go have some dinner, have some lunch, and then hang around. Maybe go to the zoo. It's right across the street, and then come and see a play. I think that's good for the soul. In Chicago, I went to a lot of plays, and it's always a fun time. Any parting words, Adam? I don't know why I keep calling you Adam. Brandon.
It's okay.
The floor is yours. Whatever you want to say to wrap up here.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in and really listening to what we're up to here in this great little gem of Brownsville. We're excited to see as many of you as possible. If you have any questions or have any other things that you want to ask, please contact us through our website or call our office, and we will definitely get you guys settled and get you excited to come into the theater.
Awesome. Here, one more question. This is my friend Victor. He runs a page called The Digital Dimwit, And he's asking, he's a theater geek. Could you ask any of them, do we have any dream production that you would like love to be on, or something that you would love to do?
She loves me.
There's many. People are shouting out things. It's hard to catch them. Beauty
Yeah.
and the Les Miserables, Phantom of the Opera.
In my heart.
Wicked.
Wicked.
Yeah, how about Cats?
Oh, God.
Cats. Oh yeah. There's the list. The list probably goes on and on of things that would love to happen here. Maybe one day. Hopefully, eventually.
Good question. How long is this particular play?
Including our 15-minute intermission between the acts, I would say it runs about 2.5 hours. It will probably get shorter than that because now that they're off book and they're running everything faster, that they have it all memorized, it'll be shorter than that time. But the last time we kind of timed it out, it was about that long.
Oh, okay. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. All right, everyone. This is the cast of Jekyll and Hyde at the Camille Playhouse in Brownsville. Come and give them a show some support. Everybody say goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
It's awesome. You guys are awesome. Any more information, check out the website, CamillePlayhouse.net, and you get whatever you need right there. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit.